What is happening to Bitcoin right now? It has been seeing this dump of about -9% towards the downside in just one day. So should we start to get worried? What am I going to be doing with my Bitcoin long position? And most important, how far can this Bitcoin dump actually go? Or are we about to see a bounce anytime soon? So make sure to push up that like button, and as always, let's first of all have a look towards that imminent short term. And what we can be seeing over here is that yesterday we were forming this ascending triangle, which we eventually broke down towards the downside. So yes, this was not the most likely scenario, but definitely eventually all of the liquidity needs to be getting flushed out, which is exactly happening right now with this Bitcoin dump. And yes, the Bitcoin funding rates are right now definitely back at neutral stages, which is a very good indication in the market that we could be seeing a bounce anytime soon, and that we could be seeing just another flush out of liquidity, just like we have seen over here. It will, after this flush out, which we have seen right now, just push up even more towards the upside. But I hate to break it to you guys, because definitely on that larger time frames, we have shifted our trend. And in my opinion, depending on this daily candle close, well, we might be having a look into what's a greater correction. But I will be talking about that a little bit later, also what this means for my Bitcoin long position. But first of all, why we in the first place actually did see this correction being created is, in my opinion, just because the ETF inflows were very, very low. We only saw 130 million US dollars actually coming in. And what you need to understand is that a lot of Bitcoin liquidity was actually sitting on the lower side, because we have just only going up in the recent few days. Literally, if we can be having a look into what's this trend, we have literally only been going up and only been trading in an uptrend. So yes, of course, inevitably, we are going to be seeing a little bit of a correction and a downtrend once again starting to be getting created. And because the inflows were so low, well, we could not hold our uptrend anymore towards the upside. We did not have enough buying pressure anymore coming in from of these ETFs, which has caused this Bitcoin dump. But even though the Bitcoin price might be dumping a little bit right now in the short term, well, I think right now is not going to be the time to be panicking about the Bitcoin price, because in that longer time frame, well, we are still definitely trading in a bull market, and right now is not going to be the time to be panicking. Right now is rather going to be the time to be taking this correction as a gift and as an opportunity. And I am going to be explaining that exactly in a minute. But first of all, yes, I am going to be holding on towards my Bitcoin long position, because I do still think that in the longer term we can be headed higher. And guys, if we were to be seeing a further correction towards the downside, well, in that case, I'm just going to be adding even more money in towards my Bitcoin trade, because I want to be taking advantage of the Bitcoin dip. I want to be buying the Bitcoin dip, and I think that this is going to be a great opportunity in the market. Right now, already majority of the liquidity actually already got shaken out, like we can be seeing on the Bitcoin funding rates. And in the last bull market, whenever the Bitcoin funding rates actually flipped negative, well, that was historically the best moment to be entering the market. Like you can be seeing over here, it dipped in the negative territory, and boom, it was the best opportunity to be buying up. Right here, once again, it dipped in the negative. Boom, once again, the best opportunity. Right here, once again, and so on and so forth. So yes, whenever this Bitcoin liquidity is getting flushed out and the Bitcoin funding rates are once again coming back towards these low levels, well, that is going to be a very good opportunity in the market. Now, if we are going to be having a look into what's a possible correction, because of course we might be headed and bouncing off towards the upside already, but if we are going to be having a look into what's this average correction, if we are going to be creating this correction, well, I think it is not going to be that horrible, because literally our maximum corrections this cycle has been -20%. And if we were to be seeing this once again getting created from of the Bitcoin top right now, well, we could be retracing all the way back towards that 59k level, which in my opinion, for my Bitcoin long position, is not going to be that bad. So yeah, if we are going to be having a look into what's a worst case scenario, well, I would still be very good with my Bitcoin trade, and that is actually the position you want to be in. Now, I do think that this is going to be a very good opportunity to be buying up this dip, but guys, do be careful with buying up a falling knife, because literally Bitcoin is just beginning its correction. Of course, we can be having a look into what signals that this correction might be already over anytime soon. And of course, on top of that, we are just trading in a Bitcoin bull market, but do definitely be careful with buying up a falling knife. Wait for some more confirmations in the market. At least that is what I would be doing if I was not already in this Bitcoin trade. Now, if you want to be taking advantage of this Bitcoin dip, make sure to check out that link down below, because you can right now be claiming a free $200 trade over on Bybit. On top of that, you can be getting a $40,000 deposit bonus whenever you are going to be buying some spot positions on Bitcoin or on altcoins. Bybit is right now the best place to be buying up altcoins. And on top of that, if you want to be staying up to date about exactly what I am doing with my Bitcoin trades, make sure to go ahead towards that first link down below, have a look into the requirements and fill out this form to get access to my free VIP group. Now, what is going to be very important is to have a look into what this daily Bitcoin candle close, because if we can still be closing our daily candle above that previous all-time high, which is going to be the 69k level, if we can still be closing above that level, in my opinion, there should be nothing to really worry about. And in my opinion, we are still going to be trading in an uptrend. So our daily close is going to be very important. If it is going to be above the 69k level, well, we are still looking very bullish. If it is going to be below that level, well, definitely I am going to be starting to have a look into some kind of a correction. Now, also do keep in mind that tomorrow we are going to be trading in a weekend. So definitely do keep in mind that volatility will be lower during the course of the weekend. And also for the longer term, guys, we are still in a Bitcoin bull market. Definitely nothing has changed in a bigger perspective. And yeah, this Bitcoin correction, in my opinion, is only going to be a gift in disguise. And I'm going to be taking advantage of it because in just a few weeks, probably we are going to be trading in new all-time highs already. But anyways, with that being said, make sure to be following me over on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.